Hi, and welcome to the Dungeon of Sinners, or Origin of Concepts. Because in this episode, we will have a little talk about the Whore of Babylon, or the Mother of Harlots, from the Bible myth. And she has been, she's very famous to represent, everything evil a woman can do, according to what the Bible think is the right thing to do, of course. But let's take a look at or who she is. The Whore of Babylon, or the Mother of Harlots, is an apocalyptic, symbolic figure from the Bible myth, representing a seductive, malevolent power, corrupt institutions, or false religions. She is depicted riding a scarlet beast with 7 heads, wearing purple, scarlet, and holding a cup of filth. Oh, I wonder, is vodka a cup of filth, maybe? Who knows? As always, in the Bible myth, and the morals written in the Bible is constructed with inspiration of the Milky Way Center. So let's take a look at the Milky Way Center here and see if we can find the Whore of Babylon. First of all, the whore is constructed by various aspects of the Milky Way Center, especially the silvery shadow with the female posture. So let's start outlining the female, because in this video, the good female spirit here is suddenly become the bad woman spirit. Yeah. And she's sitting down here in the corner on her monsters. Let's start with Revelation 17 from the Bible, because it's there all the stories or myth origin. And it writes, "And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials or balls, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sit upon many waters." Okay, first of all, there's no doubt they're talking about the striped shadow, because this striped shadow here represents all the 7, I think it was, the 7 angels. It's always the lot or the crowd or more than one. Then it's always the striped shadow. No matter if it's a tree or humans or saints or whatever. And the striped shadow here is also the one big ball here, the crescent in the sky. And if there's more than one ball, it's of course the striped shadow again, because it actually shows 3 balls, but the stripes can represent as many balls it should be. So here we got that story. And the silvery shadow is also the many waters, which upon the Whore of Babylon is sitting. So here we got the waters. The striped shadow is always the water or the river in the sky in every single myth around the world. All of them. I know that's a claim, but yeah, it's true. So let's go to number 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. And the wine of the whore is of course the red light here, the red part of the Milky Way, emanating from the disk and goes into her stomach here, because the striped shadow is also the womb of the whore, so to speak. And let's go on here. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. First of all, the wilderness, and it's mentioned several times in the Bible, is of course the striped shadow here. And the reason why it's the wilderness is because it's the gateway to heaven, so to speak. This is the connection between your higher or mortal or divine worlds. So that's, a wilderness, because you have to go through the labyrinth to get higher wisdom or reach spirit. And the scarlet color, which is a red-orange type of color, is of course also the red part of the Milky Way center. So the red or orange color here is the scarlet, flowing into the striped shadow and into the mortal woman, so to speak, the whore. And then it also said in the text here that all the names of blasphemy is always the striped shadows too. This is all the names on the stone tablet of blasphemy. Everything you can mention. And then we got the 7 heads of the of the beast. And it's of course also the striped shadow. Oh, here. Again, we got 7 heads of the beast here. And this is also the 10 horns of the beast. And this is also used more than one place in the Bible, in the number of man 666 and stuff like that. You can go watch my 666 video and see why people interpret this totally wrong. So go watch it. Now we are in the evil area. Let's go to number 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Yeah, a lot of things can be in that cup. So let's first find the purple color, because this white shadow here, the female shadow, has a purple glow, and that's why you see the purple color in Christianity and other places too. And it originates way back. There's also a great misinterpretation of the text of Tyre and Sidon, which means the purple, and then they claims that they invent the purple color, so therefore they named it Tyre and Sidon. But it's actually also the Milky Way center, so that's the purple color, the purple area. And she is also decked with the gold and precious stones and pearls. And the gold is of course the light from the disc here, runs or streaming into the striped shadow. And all the pearls is in this particular area here of the Milky Way center, there's tons of colored stars everywhere. And they are often used as an allegory for gems in different colors and pearls. And the big pearl is, of course, the disk in the Milky Way center itself here. This is the great white pearl. And that's why you are wearing pearls, or one of the reasons. All right, and we got more. Because in her hand she holds the cup. It's a golden cup with a lot of bad things inside. All the bad things you can imagine. So let's find the golden cup. Because the silvery shadow here is also the cup. And let me illustrate it like this. This is also the Holy Grail, by the way. And in the cup, all the bad things are pouring into by the striped shadow. So here you got it. And then she also, she holding the cup in her hand. And let me outline her hand, because the silvery shadow here is also the hand. And the stripes is in the striped shadow is the fingers. Here is the hand. And basically, there's only two hands which is commonly used in the world myths, and that's the silvery shadow here, and it can also, holding over the head like this, and there's a thumb here. So that's the hands holding the cup, the whore of Babylon holding the golden cup in her hands. And the golden color is, of course, the golden color in the Milky Way. Okay, let's move on here. And up on her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the Mother of Harlots, and Abomination. I can't say that word, sorry. Abominate, I can't say it. Whatever. A lot of bad things. And, come on. Abominate, I can't say it. Sorry. Of the earth, something of the earth. And earth is the most important part here, not the word I can't speak. So let's start with the forehead, because the entire Milky Way center here is the forehead. Here. And the writings on the forehead is, of course, the stripes here in the striped shadow. So here you got the writings on the forehead. Okay. Number 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Yeah. Okay, there's only 2 important things here. Because, first of all, the blood of the saints. The saints is the stripes here in the striped shadow. The saints in heaven. And let me see here. And the blood of the saints is, of course, the red light, the golden light from the divine light, or the spirit light from the disk in the Milky Way center, running into the saints. That's the blood. And the stripes is also the martyrs. So same. 7. And the angel said unto me, oh, sorry, I'll leave that, because there's no clues of the Milky Way center. It's just Oh well, wait a second here. Maybe I doubled it up. Okay, let's try it. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carried her, which had the 7 heads and 10 horns. Yes, and now we comes to the beast, of course. But I think I got a better one down here. No, let's just draw it. Let's draw the beast, because the beast is just, we already know it. It's all the heads of the beasts down here. And it got 7 heads. And then it carries her on the back. So we already know that she is here. So the beast is carrying her on the back. The striped shadow is the beast. Let's go on to 8. The beast that you saw was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. Okay, I could cut that text down because there's only 3 points here I want to outline. First of all, the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is the area here surrounding the disk in the Milky Way center. And those who dwell on earth is, of course, the stripes here in the striped shadow. And the striped shadow is always the earth. Always. So when you read Bible myth or hear the name on earth, then you know it's the stripes in the striped shadow, or the area around the striped shadow. Okay, and then we got the Book of Life. And the Book of Life is also the striped shadow. Here is the page or the book, and inside we got the stripes, which is the scriptures or the text in the book. And by the way, the entire Milky Way center here is also the used as an allegory for the scrolls. But that's for another video. Okay, let's see. We got the 9. And here in the mind which hath wisdom, the 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sat, or sitting. And yeah, that's very simple, because we got the woman here, and she is sitting on the 7 mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mountains here. The striped shadow. So another clue for the striped shadow. And the woman is the silvery shadow here, sitting on the striped shadow. Then let's move on to 15, because there's more. And he said unto me, the waters which thou saw, where the whore is sitting, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. Ta-da! That's the best text ever made in the Bible, because it says, all my claims in every single of my video, this proves this, because the striped shadow here, let me outline it. This is the waters. Oh, let me get the right colors here. This is the waters, the rivers in the sky, and it's the, where did I come from? Come on here. I lost it. I got so many notes. here, so excuse me for a second. Uh, yeah. And it's also the people here. All the stripes are people. And generally multitudes, multi of everything. Trees, people, writings, whatever. And of course, nations. The stripes in the stripe shadow is also used, for example, for nations. In North mythology, it's the 9 worlds of the Yggdrasil tree, and in Egypt, it's the 9 bows of the pharaohs. The 9 steps of tasks he must complete before he leaves this earth, so to speak. And it's also the 12 tribes of Israel, not a real tribe in reality, but it's all fiction because it has a deeper layer of meaning, of levels you have to understand. All right, so that was a great one from the Bible itself. And let me see here. 16, and the 10 horns with which you saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay, so let's go quickly through this, because that's just... Here you see the nakedness. This is the nakedness. She's standing here. The silvery shadow. And her flesh. The woman is always pure spirit, or in this case, evil spirit. And when it manifests in flesh, it's the striped shadow. And the reason why it is flesh is because the blood here from the golden disc is running into it, and make it to flesh and blood. So here you got it. And of course, the fire to burn the whore of Babylon is the golden disc in the Milky Way center here. This is the fire who's gonna burn down in the striped shadow and remove all the bad spirit. Okay. And there's more here. The last one is number 18. And the woman which you saw is the great city, which reigned over the kings of the earth. And of course, the city is always the striped shadow here, with all its towers and houses and whatever. It's also the biblical Jerusalem and Babylon and all of them, Nazareth, and you name it. All the Bible cities is related to the striped shadow here in the Milky Way center. Yes, and my last note here is Babylon. She's the whore of Babylon, and it's a common belief that the story written about the whore of Babylon in the Bible is a hidden message to about Rome, because the Rome was persecuting Christians. But I tell you, that has nothing to do with Rome. It has something to do to Babylon, and Babylon is not the physical, geographical Babylon in ancient Mesopotamia or in Iraq. Sorry. Babylon is an allegory of bad aspects of everything who are against the morals and dogmas in the Bible narrative. So, they have to blame someone, to tell the story. And that was Babylon. And in this case, the whore of Babylon. So, and I think the Bible is one of the very, very few textures describing a woman bad and in this way. There is others, but most is based on misinterpretations. But this is directly the bad woman, so that's a unique. Okay, I think that's all you need to know for now. It is. I'm done. And sorry, I must find out what the name is of that word. I still can't pronounce it. So, well, okay. Thank you for watching, and until next video, take care. Bye.